Sit down. Okay, from here, let's come back into our forearm press. So what we're going to do is bend left knee into the chest, step over to the right, and then roll onto the outer edge of the right foot, look back over the left shoulder, and it's like a reclined twist on the floor. Drop the hips a lot. The more you drop the hips, the deeper the stretch. So foot is going to come in alignment with the hip, so step it a little bit closer to the hip. Great. So we have a right angle there. And twist the hips away from your gaze. Right? See if you can kind of go a little bit further with each breath. Beautiful. Inhale, bring that knee up. Exhale, just come to neutral. Take a breath. Second side, inhale, right knee up, and twist. Make sure you step up nice and high, so bring that foot a little bit higher, Yvette. There you go. And then roll into the outer edge of the foot, flexing the foot back, twist, and then gaze to your right. Just let that feel good. Drop the hips a lot, even more. Drop the hips, drop the hips. So the more that you find that engaged but relaxed, you get the deeper stretch. We're letting gravity do the work. Awesome. Come back through center. Take a breath. Inhale, arms swim up overhead. Either straight arms or bend the elbows. And one more round of looping willow. So this time, as your eyes stay closed, see if you can really ground through your toes and just enjoy the sensation of floating. Just give yourself some time to sway it out. This gentle movement on the body really starts to open up all the connective tissue. There's a lot of tension around the heart and the lungs and the shoulders, and this is a really easy way to release that. Just make sure your neck is happy. Give yourself a little neck massage if you need to. You can get a little crazy with it, but stay nice and mellow for now if you're happy there. Okay, we're going to inhale, bring the arms up overhead if you're not there. Exhale, sit back down. Return to the forearm press. This really helps. So we're going to bring the right knee into the chest and step it back into a forward lunge. Okay, drop the hips a lot. Press strongly into, this is a review for everybody, but we're going to build on our practice. So press strongly into the swing to lift the heart so much that your knee might come up off the ground, your right knee. And then exhale, just sink back in, relax into it. You'll feel a really big stretch all through the belly. Inhale up. Beautiful. Exhale back down. Just let go. So we rest and pause in between, right? Inhale up. Exhale, relax. Okay, one more time. Inhale up, come into your fullest expression of the back bend. Exhale, when we come back down, we're just going to straighten both legs. Pause in the center. Drop the hips. Sway out the hips a little if you need to. Kind of get some of the sticky stuff out of the pelvis. And then we'll inhale, left knee up, shoot it back, forward lunge. So you can try keeping the toes tucked under or flat on the top of your foot, whatever feels good on your knees. Usually I like to keep this one tucked under because my knee's happier that way. Just experiment and try it. So inhale, use your arms to press and lift. Exhale, drop in. Take your time with that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Pause. Only go as far as it feels good for the day. Inhale, lift to your fullest expression. Exhale, release back down. We're going to straighten both legs. Let's do one more supported back bend. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, swim it back down. So see if you can bend the knees. Just rock forward and back a little bit. So everybody just walk your feet back a little bit more to center of the mat, and then see if you can drop your knees a little bit more. So walk them back enough. Use your forearm press if it's more comfortable to come into a camel. So walk your feet back. Yeah. So your knees will still be on the mat. Beautiful. So in our camel pose, I have my toes tucked under. It's very similar. I'm going to push in so strongly. It's like my heart is lifting up over a bar. I'm going to push in so strongly, I'll let my knees lift, and then I'm going to come into a supported back bend here. This might be too much for some people, so only go as far as it feels good. Make sure your lower back is happy. Beautiful. So we use our arms to press in, and then we're able to open up the front of the spine. Exhale, release back down. Isn't that fun? So supported camel. If you want to get really crazy with it, you can actually grab the ankles. So just try it if you like to get a little crazy, and then lift that way. It's really not necessary, but it's one version of camel you can do. All right, we're all gonna come up, get the swing into a good spot. Let's return from sumo squat into what is called chillaxing pose. So we're gonna switch up the order a little bit here for you guys. Is everybody okay with the underarms? Because we can come into some forward folds. I just wanted to do a little bit more of the back bending and open you up, and then we're gonna come into the forward fold. Okay? Just 5 more minutes here, and then we'll switch. So inhale, open up the arms. Exhale, come into child's. Hang out here for 5 breaths. Let this be your relaxation pose. Just notice that your body's starting to open up in new ways. It'll be sore in places you didn't even know existed tomorrow, and that's a good thing. And if at any time the swaying motion feels like it's getting you a little woozy, you can just take a break and come down and ground and do a child's pose on the earth, okay? If you're ready, we're going to inhale and Balasana and come into star again. Keep the hips heavy, expand the legs, expand the arms, head sinks back. Now from here, we're going to squeeze the legs together, squeeze the hands together, and come into Namaste. So Namaste is when we open up the front of the hips. So press the hips up towards the sky, lean your head back, and relax into that. Exhale, sink back down, and open up. Really good. Let's do that one more time. Inhale here, T. Exhale, star. Lift and lengthen. Inhale, Namaste. Squeeze the legs together, squeeze the arms together. The arms are wrapped around the swing, so now we hook with our forearms and we lean back. Awesome. Now from there, you either come back down and come into child's, or you hold on to the swing. Let's slide it into our waist and try a ladle pose. Ladle is where you squeeze your legs together, your arms come together over the head, palms up, and you come into a supported back bend. Now if the supported back bend is too much for you, feel free to just come back into the chillaxing pose, but if you can, stay here for another breath. Beautiful. Inhale, swim your arms back up, hold on to the swing, and then sit down. Really good, guys. Are you able to see back there? Okay, just let me know if you need any extra instruction. Plus you have all these lovely people to help you out. So sway that a little from side to side again. Come into the chillaxing arms if you like. Just let yourself really enjoy that sensation of flying, floating, of swaying. So just during this motion, like I said, it'll start to stretch out that space in the obliques in the waist, the space in between the ribs, the intercostals, all the way up into the underarms. Just let it feel good. Awesome. Very nice. So we're going to slowly come back to center. Let's all bend our right knee, hook it over, and let the foot wrap around the leg loop. Drop the hips. So this is a floating pigeon pose. Just let yourself chill. Again, if the underarms are bothering you, lean back. But if you can, drop the hips and get a deep hip stretch. If you want to pull it in a little further, sometimes this is enough. If you want to go a little bit deeper, just hold on to the knee, pull it in towards your chest. Nice deep breaths, let that feel good. Release, open up, second side, left knee hooks. You put on the outside of the leg loop, it just helps to flex the foot back to protect the knee, drop the hips a lot. There you go, really good. So this might be enough of a stretch. You can always lean back again or wrap around and pull knee and foot in. Ooh la la, that's a good pigeon pose for sure. So take your time breathing into this. The more that we let gravity do the work, if we find that engaged but relaxed place, that's when we really get the opening, the deep stretch. Sometimes we can be muscling it a little too much and efforting it, and then we really don't get the deep core stretch of the muscle. We're just stretching the connective tissue. Really good, guys. Okay, so I'm going to just demo for you how to go from Namaste into the bow. So watch me for a breath, okay? So Namaste was the legs squeezing together. Just watch me if you can. Hands at the heart, leaning back. Ladle was holding on to the swing. Why don't I just flip real quick and show you this way. So It'll be a little bit easier to see when I'm upside down. So we'll do it in the same direction. So namaste is like this. My forearms are hooked. It's not like this, okay? Hook the forearms, and then hold on to the swing as you come down. So I'm just wiggling the swing into the waist. Nice long lines of energy. I always like to swim the arms forward and back. Now stay here if this is enough of a back bend. Otherwise, bend your knees, reach back and grab for the ankles, lift the hips, open the heart. This is the full bow pose. Now the swing hanging up here along the lumbar spine is going to give it a little bit of space. But if that doesn't feel good on your back, just reach towards your ankles, and that's good enough. Only grab if it feels accessible. Okay? I'm going to come up and meet you here. We're all going to do it together. So inhale, open up the arms, T. Exhale, float and open up to your star. Keep the hips really heavy. Nice. Namaste. Squeeze everything towards center. Lean back. Lift the hips. There you go. Awesome. Reach up and grab for the swing. Come into ladle. Good. Hands come down to the ground. Good. Really good, guys. So from here, bend the knees and reach back and grab for your ankles. This is bow pose. If you don't have hips, you might feel like you're going to fall out. Just bring it a little bit closer up to the waist if it feels like it's sliding for you. Beautiful, guys. Inhale, reach up, grab for the swing. Exhale, sink back down. So when you lift the head and sink the hips, you might get a free high. So if you feel a little lightheaded, just know that that's normal. Sway it out a little bit from side to side. Awesome. Just take your time acclimating to all of that. Okay?